Welcome to the world's greatest celebrities podcast. Today, we're going like deep on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Marilyn Monroe. We're going to try to figure out why, what is it about her?
Yeah, absolutely.
What makes her so enduring?
She is fascinating.
So we've got like a ton of stuff here
Oh, yeah.
to try to help us figure that out.
You've got her whole life and career.
Right.
All her ups and downs. And,
Right. Her impact,
Right, absolutely. And really get into the woman behind the image.
Right.
I think that's going to be so interesting.
Yeah. So why don't we start at the beginning with her early life?
Yeah, let's do that.
So Norma Jeane Mortenson, born June 1st, 1926
Okay.
in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. I thought she's got like a pretty diverse
Yeah.
background.
Tell me about it.
English, Irish, Scottish, and Welsh.
Wow, that is a mix.
So, but she didn't have like the easiest childhood.
No, not at all.
Her mom, Gladys Pearl Monroe, she actually worked in the film industry
Oh, wow.
as a film cutter.
That's wild.
That's-
They're foreshadowing
I know, right?
a little bit.
But sadly, she was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia,
Oh.
which meant that she was in and out of hospitals a lot.
Right, so she wasn't really able to be there for Norma Jeane.
Consistently, no.
And I'm sure that just really impacted her.
Oh, for sure.
And she was always looking for that stability.
And her dad, Charles Stanley Gifford, they didn't figure out who that was until
Really?
way later with DNA testing.
Wow.
So, she didn't even know.
Oh, wow. So that's just another layer of...
I know.
Right.
Yeah, but
it's...
because of all that, with her mom's struggles, she ended up spending a lot of time in foster care.
Right.
So the Bollinger family, her mom's friend, Grace Goddard. There was even a time at the Los Angeles Orphans home.
Oh, my God.
So it's just constant change.
A lot of instability.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
And, it's really, I think, kind of touching that, once she made it big,
Right.
she made sure that her mom was taken care of in that institution.
That's true.
Yeah, and that she got updates on her mom.
Oh.
And sadly, Gladys did outlive Marilyn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then with Grace Goddard, it wasn't completely stable there either. After a couple of different foster homes, Grace did take her in. But then things got kind of difficult with her husband.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't ideal.
No. So then it was back to Aunt Anna, who was Grace's aunt.
Oh, okay.
But then because of Anna's age, she couldn't really take care of her.
Right.
And so it was back to the Goddards again.
Oh, my gosh.
And they were moving.
Mm-hmm.
And they couldn't legally take her with them.
Oh.
Yeah. So she was 16. And she had to either go back to the orphanage or get married.
Wow.
So she married this guy, James Doherty,
Okay.
from the neighborhood.
Okay.
And he went into the military.
Okay.
And she started modeling.
Perfect.
And they ended up divorcing in 46. But here's the thing. During that marriage,
Okay.
she had like a library of 400 books.
What?
Yeah. She loved Beethoven.
Wow.
She studied acting.
That's amazing.
She took literature courses at UCLA.
That doesn't sound like the dumb blonde.
I know, right?
At all.
So it really makes you think about that whole
Right.
persona.
Was that a Hollywood thing?
Right. Was it,
Or was it?
a way to be taken seriously?
Yeah. I mean,
Or was it just what?
or was she just totally misrepresented?
Right. So then after the divorce, her modeling career really took off.
Okay.
And that's kind of how she got into Hollywood.
Right, exactly. Because she was getting noticed,
Uh-huh.
and it led to those early film contracts
Yeah.
with Fox and Columbia.
Exactly. So then in 1948, she was in this movie, Ladies of the Chorus,
Okay.
Columbia Pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And she actually had 3 songs
Oh, wow.
in it. So,
Yeah.
not a huge movie, but still,
It's a start.
yeah, it's a start.
Yeah.
But then came The Asphalt Jungle and All About Eve,
Oh, yeah. Those are classics.
both in 1950. And she didn't have huge parts in them, but she made an impression.
Yeah. Joseph Mankiewicz saw something in her from Asphalt Jungle and then cast her in All About Eve.
That's right. And so she signed a 7-year contract
Oh, wow.
with 20th Century Fox.
Good for her.
And then came 1953. Big year. Niagara. Gentlemen Prefer Blondes.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when she became a huge star
Those are iconic.
and a sex symbol.
Niagara was so sensual.
Right.
And Gentlemen Prefer Blondes?
Oh, yeah.
The diamonds are a girl's best friend. I mean, come on.
Right.
That really cemented the dumb blonde image.
Yeah.
But I mean, like we were saying before, who knows how much of that was her?
Right.
That, the studios had so much power back then.
Yeah, they really shaped how people saw you.
Totally.
So she was super famous. But it wasn't always easy. I mean, she got typecast a lot.
Oh, I bet.
She was always playing the same kind of part.
Right, like emphasizing her looks
Right.
and not giving her a chance to show her range.
And get this, she was underpaid.
What?
Yeah, even though she was making them tons of money.
That's crazy.
Right. Then she married Joe DiMaggio.
Oh, yeah, the baseball star.
Yeah, 1954. But that didn't last long. They got divorced that same year.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think that's when she really started to, like, push for more serious roles.
Okay.
So she moved to New York to study at the Actors Studio
Wow.
with Lee Strasberg.
He's like a legend.
Yeah, and she started going to a psychoanalyst.
Really?
But she was really trying to grow
Wow, that's so interesting.
as an actress.
She wanted to be taken seriously,
Yeah,
not just be a pretty face.
and it worked. She got great reviews for Bus Stop in 56.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then in 56, she married Arthur Miller.
Oh, the playwright?
Yeah.
I remember that.
There was that headline, Egghead Weds Hourglass.
Oh, my gosh.
People were so surprised.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows you how...
I guess they didn't see her as an intellectual.
Right, and they divorced in 61.
Okay.
But while all that was going on, professionally she was doing great. But personally, she was having a really hard time.
I mean, the pressure of fame.
Right.
On top of everything else she'd been through. I mean, she had miscarriages.
Oh.
She had gynecological surgery.
Right.
And then there were the problems with alcohol and pills.
Right.
So it was a lot.
It's just heartbreaking, behind the glamour.
Right.
She was struggling.
And her last finished movie was The Misfits in 61.
Oh, yeah. And Arthur Miller wrote that for her while they were falling apart.
I know. It's so sad. And then in 62, she was working on Something's Gotta Give, but they ended up dropping her from the project.
Why?
Because she was always late.
Oh, no.
And she was having problems with drugs.
So her personal life was really impacting her work.
Yeah. So then on August 4th, 1962, she died at 36.
That's so young.
From acute barbiturate poisoning. And they said it was probably suicide.
But there are so many conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah. And it was just huge news.
I bet the whole world was shocked.
Yeah, everyone. Her funeral was private. Joe DiMaggio took care of it.
Oh, wow.
With some of her friends. So even though she's gone, she's still like a huge icon.
She's a legend. Like the American Film Institute. She's one of the greatest female screen legends.
Of all time.
Of Hollywood's golden age.
Yeah. And by the time she died, her movies had made $200 million.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So she's mostly known for being like the blonde bombshell.
Right.
And a sex symbol.
That image is everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can't forget about all the struggles.
No, absolutely not.
Right. And she was really involved in creating her image.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like it wasn't just the studio.
Huh.
She was a part of it. And people who knew her said that she was actually really smart.
Oh, so it wasn't all an act.
Right.
Interesting.
So again, that dumb blonde thing, not the whole story.
Right.
And internationally, she was like a symbol of America.
Oh, yeah?
Of modern America.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. And even now, there are books and movies and artwork inspired by her. She's still a brand.
She's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's kind of amazing.
It really is.
How her story still resonates. So we've talked a lot about Marilyn Monroe. And if you want to learn more about other famous people, check out worldsgreatestcelebrities.com.
Okay, I will.
Yeah. So to wrap this up, Marilyn Monroe, she had a tough childhood.
Right, as Norma Jeane.
Yeah. But she became a global icon.
She really did.
And her story just shows us how complicated fame can be, the power of image.
Absolutely.
And how much we all just want to be, recognized, connected, and loved.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Thanks for listening to the World's Greatest Celebrities podcast. And don't forget to check out worldsgreatestcelebrities.com for more.
Okay, sounds good.